Welcome to this overview of disaster services technology. The intent of this video is to help DRO leadership more easily meet the technology needs of disaster relief operations. Disaster Services Technology, or DST, provides technical solutions and services to DROs and supports the operational readiness of the NHQ Disaster Operations Coordination Center and field units. DST also coordinates with many partners to provide additional support and technology for DRO and shelter operations. The services that DST provides can be divided into several main categories. DRO support for hardware, software, communications, and internet connectivity, shipping equipment to and from DRO sites, reporting on the use of DST equipment and support services, and technology support for local disasters. As part of disaster cycle services, DST's top-level responsibility is to ensure that all DROs have voice and data connectivity to NHQ through the appropriate use of computers, phones, radios, and other technology. DST can be part of the team from a DRO's planning stage through its after-action review, and DST can even collaborate on the selection and setup of a response site. When DRO leadership and DST leadership partner together early in the planning stage, equipment can be requested early so that the technology needs of on-site volunteers are met without any shipping delays. Technology needs can be matched to the various job duties and activities of the volunteers being assigned to the response. Based on the identified needs, DST can determine the proper amount to ship for each type of equipment, ranging from power cords, network cables, and power strips, to network routers and communications satellite receivers. When a new DRO is established, the local chapter or the DRO leadership can contact DST at the dock to request equipment. Based on this discussion, DST places the initial equipment order. The job director can always order additional equipment whenever needed as the DRO continues and evolves. DST workers deploy equipment directly from the DST Logistics and Fulfillment Center in Douglasville, Georgia, including but not limited to laptops, phones, printers, two-way radios, and satellite equipment, along with cables, power cords, and power strips. When the Logistics and Fulfillment Center receives equipment requests, they check that all the equipment is operational and has the most up-to-date software installed. Then they pack and ship everything to the DRO site. When DST provides equipment to any DRO within the United States and its territories, DST volunteers will deploy to that DRO to support the equipment and its users. Once the equipment is received at the DRO site, DST volunteers unpack and inventory the shipment, then set up the equipment to establish communications and internet connectivity. DST uses wireless connectivity as much as possible, but at times they may need to hardwire a response site. When needed, this may include setting up dish receivers for internet signals via satellite. DST staff can set up radio communications if needed and distribute handheld radios for responders to use like walkie-talkies. DST members also set up the network routers and cables that deliver internet connectivity to laptops, printers, faxes, and other devices at the response site, as well as power strips where volunteers can plug in laptops and other devices. Another service DST provides is user support for all the responders working on the DRO. This can include help for printing, conference calls, internet connection, logging into Red Cross Enterprise software like CAS and Volunteer Connection, as well as help with OneDrive, MS Office, scanning, email, fax, and more. DST provides support only for Red Cross equipment and approved software, not for personal devices, programs, or apps. However, under most circumstances, they will provide a means for responders to print from their personal devices. Throughout a DRO, DST staff distributes and tracks equipment assigned to individual volunteers and activities, and provides user IDs and passwords as needed. DST staff also submit a daily situation report, or SITREP. That includes equipment status, number of users, and the number and status of DST staff for that DRO. At the end of a DRO, DST will break down all equipment, inventory everything, and ship it all back to Georgia in the original labeled cases. When requested, DST can also participate in an operations after-action review. As part of Disaster Cycle Services, DST works to provide the most prompt, comprehensive, and efficient delivery of services for our clients. DST's commitment to DRO support includes the following principles: provide timely and effective communication and technology resources, human resources, and expertise in support of DROs, protect the security and confidentiality of data, assemble, inventory, move, disassemble, and pack all communication and technology equipment. Encourage efficient use of hardware and software resources in order to maximize the benefits of technology. Ensure that users are as familiar as possible with the technologies used on a disaster relief operation, and provide timely, courteous, and competent assistance to all DRO employees and volunteers. Thank you for your time and attention to this video. On behalf of all the DST staff and leadership, we are committed to fulfilling our role in DCS, helping to alleviate human suffering in the face of emergencies.